Welcome to New Earth Modalities with the Ascended Masters. I'm your host, Danielle Rama Hoffman, and I'm joined in this masterclass by Catherine O'Connor. Welcome, Catherine.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. It's beautiful to be here.
And inviting each of you to enter into this space from a stance of curiosity, if you're willing, a stance of appreciation and gratitude. As in this masterclass, we're going to dive into Stargates activation and crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission. And so we've got a great program here that really, to me, is key in New Earth, of really having crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission, not only from the Earth star, yet from many, many dimensions. So, Catherine, your body of work, one of your body of work is Stargates activation. And that feels like a great place to begin, of just sharing a little bit about Stargates activation and really this idea of multi-dimensional mission. And so if that's tied to sharing a little bit about your journey, your multi-dimensional mission, or what you help your clients with, just feeling like invoking and starting with the body of work that is Stargates activation feels like the place to begin.
Yes, so Nahakai, so Stargates activation is very present, Naharakai, so there's a little bit of channeling coming through as I speak about it. So Stargates activation is a body of work that's come through to assist you to be divinely attuned and divinely aligned to who it is that you truly are. On the Earth star and in the multi-dimension, so that is incorporating or being present to all the dimensions in which you reside. So that includes all your cosmic lives that you're living, past lives, present lives, future lives, the place in which you reside in the divine verse. So where it is that you are being fully realized, where it is that you're being a fully divine being. So in all those dimensions. So as Stargates activation has incarnated this year to provide activations and frequencies that assist you to come into true alignment with who it is that you are, so that in essence you can live in a fifth dimensional to ninth dimensional harmonic with all of yourself attuned to your highest potential, to your highest mission, to that which you have truly come down onto the Earth star and in all the other planes and dimensions in which you reside to co-create.
Thank you. And that the particular Stargate that we're diving into today is the crystalline consciousness Stargate, that also is the higher consciousness Stargate. So we'll be using those words interchangeably. And that also is a wink at the crystal clarity, that the clarity is also connected to that crystalline Stargate. And yeah, I'm feeling like bringing in Toth and the team from my side of things. And Catherine, what's your sense? Are you feeling like moving into more of that channeling space at this time, or a little bit later?
I'm having a sense that I'll move into the channeling space.
Beautiful. Okay. Hello, dear ones. This is Toth, 100% embodied, moving more into the forefront of this divine transmission. There are other beings of light that are present and are a part of the larger council of light that's gathering. And the primary access point for your divine transmitter, Danielle, in this particular masterclass is me, Toth, 100% embodied. And the energy of opening as well, this infinite and eternal truth that is being shared in this masterclass. And so, who is stepping forward? Who are we connecting with?
So this is the higher coherency stargate stepping forward. Ina hakai shanarakai. To bring through Nahakai Inarakakaye, a divine stargate, Nahakai Inarakakaye Kaye, on the plinth of Ma'at of divine love, Shanaraka Kiaka Nahakai. And Toth is present, Nahakai Shanarakakai, Inahakai Shanarakakai, as a lubricant or facilitator, as an access point within the higher coherency stargate. And there are many other beings of light that are present. Nahakai Shahakai.
And the languages of light are also one of the ways that we are communicating in all dimensional spaces. So we are also inviting you to connect with your access point to infinite knowledge, or as you're here in this masterclass, you have a connection with me, Toth, and the Akashic Records, infinite knowledge, divine truth, and also as architect. That one of the ascended masteries that I, Toth, carry is architecture, sacred architecture. And this body of work, Stargates activation, is a new earth modality of sacred architecture. And the business being of light that has come through Catherine as well as Divine Temple. It's all about sacred architecture. And so the crystalline consciousness Stargate, is there anything that you would share about the sacred architecture of this crystalline consciousness Stargate, and also the sacred architecture of a Stargate in general? And that's where we would start. Like, what's the message about sacred architect, about the sacred geometry of a Stargate for this global event is happening in the 12-12-21 Stargate?
Shanaharaka is such a beautiful question. Nahakai, so the Ahakai Nihika Naharakai. Sacred architecture, Nahaka Akai Naharakai, is a co-creation that is happening on the higher planes with the divine verse and with you. So as an architect creates a home that is aligned to the land in which it is built on and aligned to those that are going to be living in the home, so is the sacred architect of a Stargate. It is bespoke and it is aligned to that which you are and to the environment in which you are, shall we say, being in your spiritual beingness. So the sacred architect of a divine Stargate is created through light. It is created through light language, which is the language of light, through numbers. And as the light language and the numbers come into a bespoke formation, they create a multidimensional form, shall we say. And this form, if you were to see it in your mind's eye, is like a spinning multidimensional form. You may in essence see it like you would see architectural plans, but they are spinning and moving and forming and creating formations in each and every now moment that are bespoke and unique for you. So as we bring through light language, we are in essence nahakai, bringing through the elements nahaka of the formations that will create a stargate. Nahakai inaraka kakaye, inaraka kinaraka kakaye. And the 12-12-21 stargate is a very bespoke and particular stargate that is universal. Nahaka ikanaraka kaye. And then Shinarake, as it steps down, becomes unique. Nahaka akai, inarakai for you.
Yes, and that this gateway as well of 12-10, 12-11, 12-12, 21, that these are also numbers, that we're saying numbers as a way to amplify this Stargate's activation, and that Stargates in and of themselves are sacred architecture. These divine temples or templates are multi-dimensional, just like a temple has many chambers or a home has many rooms that may be on the architect's divine blueprint. And your mission is also multi-dimensional. There are many dimensions to your mission, and this really is the essence of what is being opened up to in this masterclass. And so the energy environment, the energetic container has been created and is continuing to be created for this masterclass. So you may begin to tune into the frequencies and vibrations that are present, and knowing that it has and is in the now moment being co-created with you, so that there is a sense of what your system really requires being available to you, that this is an invitation to have deeper access to your multidimensional mission, to have deeper access to your higher consciousness, and to be compatible with this higher consciousness through the crystalline consciousness higher coherency Stargate, which is multidimensional. So one of the primary benefits of working with this new earth modality of Stargates activation, and for those of you who may choose to work more closely with Catherine and her bodies of work, is connecting to your multidimensional mission, what can also be spoken about as your original soul contract or divine light mission that you're most aligned with and have experienced in many, many, many dimensions or expressions of you. And so what is Stargate's activation and the team that's gathered sharing about the Stargate that's being formed here to assist in having greater crystal clarity on multidimensional mission? What is multidimensional mission?
So as the Stargate is forming, it is forming Nahakai to incorporate, include, provide an access point to your multidimensional self and to provide gateways to the multidimensional mission. So as we speak, the Stargate is continuing to form, and you may experience what could be considered as chambers. So as a multidimensional being, your multidimensional mission is to live your life on the Earth Star in full alignment and full authenticity of who it is that you are, co-creating with yourself, with others in the divine. And as you do so, you are also co-creating on other dimensions. And these other dimensions are informing and being informed by your Earth Star experience. And you have, in essence, a soul contract or an original divine mission or an essential divine blueprint, which holds the essential keys and codes of that which you are here to co-create on the Earth Star and across all the dimensions in which you reside. So in essence, as it's a bit like a guitar string, as you pluck or tune one, it reverberates and influences and informs the other, and then there is a feedback loop. So as we are speaking and the Stargate is forming, you may be tuning into more of who it is that you are on the multidimensional planes and accessing frequencies from those spaces and dimensions while staying present in this Earth Star environment. Shanakai Ikai.
Crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission is, at first glance, seeming to point to your intellectual understanding of your multidimensional mission, that you have clarity, that you know what that multidimensional mission is. However, when we look at it more deeply and on a multidimensional scale, crystal clarity means that you are clear, like your crystalline nature, that your multidimensional mission is radiating from within you as one of the points on your multidimensional stargate that happens to be on the Earth Star, and that your multidimensional mission is shining clearly. And there is a crystal clarity. There's no, if you were to think of it as a window, there's no smudges or mud that is on the window. And then it becomes like this multidimensional beacon where your Earth Star experience and the dimension of you and the mission that you are aligned with and choosing, which is ever expanding in this incarnation, is shining with crystal clarity to the other dimensions and spaces where you reside. And so, as this was shared in the beginning, this may be a simultaneous lifetime, or what you might consider a past or a future lifetime, where you have been on Earth and you have experienced, or you are experiencing, an emanation of the current mission that you have, because the original multidimensional mission, it's expressed in different ways. And we don't mean your career or your job alone, although that, of course, is connected. We mean that it's also why we like the words original soul contract. It's like your origin mission that then has a flavor in every expression. So if you just look at this lifetime and your multidimensional mission, there's been this evolution of whatever it is that you're up to has been a part of your lifetime throughout the entire lifetime, and there's been an evolution and it's evolved. And a part of the New Earth modality of Stargates activation is also to support you to be in alignment with your New Earth mission, the next evolution or the current expression. So as there is the crystalline consciousness Stargate that is present for this masterclass, and we're also calling it this higher coherency, this higher consciousness coherency, there is a recognition of your system being even more compatible with higher consciousness, being even more coherent with higher consciousness, because it is a little bit like a lock and key where you are in a certain vibrational alignment that then also unlocks more of the multidimensional aspects of your mission and the original star, the original soul contract. And so Stargates activation, we would love to bring forward an experience here of journeying through the stillness, perhaps through light language, through numbers, through colors, whatever seems to come forward, with the higher consciousness coherency Stargate, with the crystalline consciousness Stargate, to have greater crystal clarity, to have greater emanation or radiance of the multidimensional mission, so that some of the sludge or the dross that is overlaying that multidimensional mission and the access point of this incarnation becomes crystal clear, crystal clear. And so would this be an optimal now moment to move into a journey of stillness or numbers or light language or colors to really assist the system to be in coherency with higher consciousness as a sort of first step? We know it happens multidimensionally in simultaneity, and yet as a first step of having greater crystal clarity on the multidimensional mission.
Ina haraka, yes, this is a perfect moment to step into divine stillness with the higher coherency Stargate, higher consciousness coherency Stargate, with crystalline consciousness and the Stargate's activation. Hinarakai inarakakaye. So Nahaka Akai, we invite you to come into a place, Nahaka Shinaraka of stillness, Nahaka Akai Inarakai. Through light language, Nahakai Shinarakai, we are placing on the altar, Shinarakai Inarakakai, a higher consciousness coherency, Stargate activation of stillness, Nahakai Shinarakai, to assist your system to become Nahaka Anaharakai, present to yourself and present to the stillness within, Nahaka Inarakakai Inaharakakai. As we begin to bring you into this place and provide these frequencies of light, Nahakai Shinaraka Akai, we invite you, Nahakai Inaraka Kai, to imagine Nahakai Shinaraka Akai Hinaraka Kai, yourself walking Nahaka Hashinarakai along a gentle path. Nahakai Shinaraka Kai, and as you walk along the gentle path, Nahakai, notice the surroundings, notice the flowers, Nahaka Akai, the sun on your back, Nahakai Inaharakai, the sound of the birds in the air, Nahaka Hakai Inarakakai. And as you walk along this path, Nahaka Shinarakakai, Ikanaharakai, Inaharakai, find yourself, Nahaka Akai Inarakaka Aka Akai, in a place, Nahaka Akai Inarakai of nature. Nahaka Inarakakai Inarakakai, a still pond to sit beside, a cave, Nahaka Akai, to enter into, Nahaka Inarakakai Inarakai. And at this point, Nahaka Akashinarakakai, we are bringing forward Nahaka Akai Inarakai as you settle into that place in which you feel most comfortable. Shahaka Inaraka Kinaraka Ka Akai. We are bringing forward Nahaka Akai, the energies, Nahaki Naharakai of stillness. Nahaka Akai Inarakai. In essence, we are creating for you a sacred geometry, Shinarakai chamber or crystalline cave. Nahakai Shahaka Akai of stillness, Nahashinaraka Kinarakai, Inaraka Kinaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakakia Akai Araka Kakai, Inaraka Kai, that is bespoke and unique for you. Shinarakai Inarakai, and as these frequencies of stillness, Nahaka Akai, come forward, Nahakinaraka Kinaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakaye, we invite you simply to be with yourself. Nahakai Shinaraka Ka Akai, Inaraka Shinaraka Kinaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakai, Ashinarakai, Arakai Nina, Akai Inaraka Kakai. As we envelop you, Nahaka Inaraka Kai, Inaraka Kai, in a cave, Nahakai, of crystalline stillness, Ashinaraka Inaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakakina Akai. Akai Inaraka Kai Inarakai. And we bring forward an activation, Nahaka Inaraka Kai, for within you, Nahaka Akai, to connect to your inner stillness. Shinarakai, as you are sitting within this chamber of stillness, of crystalline light. Shinarakai Inaraka Kai. Ina Akai, Ina Akakai. Akai, Ikana Akai. One, Shinarakai, to activate stillness. One, 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 one. You may like to say the number one in your mind's eye. One, 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 one. Shinarakai ki asanai. Two, 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 two. So activating at the level of the DNA, divine stillness, Shana Akai, Hinaraka Kinaraka Kakai, Inaraka Kakakai, Nahakai Akai, Inaraka Kakai. Shanai, as you sit in divine stillness, the higher consciousness coherency stargate is stepping forward more fully to provide you with crystalline white diamond light, Nahakai Shinarakai. This white diamond crystalline light is a light of pure white diamond that comes through the higher coherency consciousness stargate, Shahaka Inaraka Kinaraka Kai Ina Haraka Kaye, to provide you with a sense of crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission. Shinaraka, we are shining Nahaka Hakai, bringing this through on all the dimensions in which you reside. Ni Akai Shahaka Inaraka Kai Akai Inaraka Kai Ei. Hinaraha Shinaraka Inaraka Kakaye. We'll move into a place of silence for a few moments as we bring through this crystalline consciousness, white diamond, cosmic light. Hinarakai, and in the stillness, as you receive this white diamond, cosmic light of crystal clarity, we invite you, Nahaka Shinarakai, to allow this light, Shinarakai Inaraka Kai Ikai, to clear and Shinarakai Inaraka Kai. In essence, Nahaka Ashinarakai Inarakai, we're inviting you to Shinarakai Inarakai Inaraka Kaye, release or dissolve, transmute, upgrade any energies of interference, Nahakai Shinarakai, that you may be carrying from this life, past lives, parallel lives, future lives even, Shinarakai, Inaraka, Ka, Akai, on the multidimensional planes that are Shinaraka, Kinaraka, Ka, Akai, shall we say, interfering with your own crystal clarity, your own crystal vision, your vision, Akai, Inaraka, your inner knowing, Yahaka, Inaharaka, your heart sentience of that which you know to be that which you are here to do, be, and enjoy. Akai, Inarakai, any fears, Nahaka, Akai, have been seen. Any Shinaraka Kai, fears of your potency, Nahaka Shinaraka Kai, Inaraka Kai, Ikai, Inarakai. Any sense of being unloved, Nahakai, Shinaraka Ki, Aka, Naharakai. Any sense of being alone, Shinaraka, Inaraka Ka, Akai, Naharaka Kai, Inaharakai. Any misguided information, Nahaka, Akai, Nahikai. Any confusion, Nahaka, Raka Kai, Inaraka Ka, Ki, Akai. There is a divine rose that is stepping forward, Nahaka, Shinaraka Ka, Akai, Inarakai, to blast through Nahaka Inaraka Kai and transform those fears. Nahaka Inaraka Kai Inaraka Kai. Any sense that the earth is not your home. Nahaka Inaraka Kinaraka Kai. Any sense of not belonging. Nahaka Shinaraka Kinaraka Kai Inaraka Kai Inaraka Kai Inaraka Kai. Inaraka 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 Kai Inaraka Kai. Any misgivings. Nahaka Shinaraka Kai Inaraka. As we speak, Nahaka Akai Inaraka Kai, and we're inviting you to allow these illusions to live. For that is what they are. They're simply illusions. They're veils. As you transmute them, allow them to dissolve, allow them to lift. Allow this crystalline white cosmic diamond light to infuse every cell of your body. To infuse the dimensions in which you reside. To infuse the bone marrow, the blood, Nahaka Shinaraka Kaye, Shinahaka Inarakai, particularly the heart, Nahaka Inarakai, the brain, Nahaka Haka Inarakai, Shinarakai, the root and solar plexus, Nahaka Hakanaraki Kinaraka Kakinaraka Kakai, Shahaka Inaraka Kinaraka, as this crystalline white consciousness cosmic light comes through more fully and strongly, Nahaka Akai, on the multidimensional planes, Nahaka Ashinarakai. We're inviting you, Nahakai Shahaka Inaraka Kai, Ikanaraka Kai, Inaraka Kakaye, to Nahaka Inaraka, to do a last Shinaraka, shall we say, sweep, Nahaka Inaraka Kaye, of the illusions, Nahaka Aka Inaraka Kaki Aka Kaye, of the fears, Nahaka Aka Inaraka Kai Inaraka Kaye. And as you do so, Nahaka Anaraka Ka Aka Inaraka Kaye, allow the stillness to permeate, Nahaha Shinaraha Kai Nahakai. Hakai Nahakai Naharaka Kakina Rakakaki Akai Nahakai Inarakakai. And as you have released Nahakai Inarakai and allowed to transmute many of the illusions Nahaka Akai to your crystalline Shinarakai clarity on your multidimensional mission, Shinarakai Kinarakakai, we are placing on the altar an activation Shinaraka Kinaraka Ka Akai Inaharakai that will Nahaka activate your DNA, Nahaka Akai, and activate your crystal clarity, your vision, Nahaka Hakai, Shinaraka Inaraka, in whatever way is most optimal for you. Shinaraka Inaraka Kai Inarakai, we invite you to open Nahaka Hakai yourself on the multidimensional levels, Nahaka Akai Inarakai, to that which you know, Nahaka Akai, to allow for an upgrade, Nahaka Shinaraka Ki Akai, on your crystal clarity, Shinaraka Ki Akai Inarakai. And in the stillness, simply allow Nahaka Akai, this crystalline clarity and this activation on your multidimensional mission to become apparent to you, Nahaka Ikinarakai, whether that be through vision, Shinarakai, through a message, Nahakai Naraka Ki Akai, through sound, Nahakai Naharake, through a deep inner knowing, Shinaraka Inaraka Ka Akai, whatever way is most optimal for you. Inaraka Kinaraka Ka Akai. So we move now into the stillness and into the divine activation through the high consciousness coherency stargate with the crystalline cosmic white diamond light of clarity to provide you with Nahaka Akai crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission, Nahaka inaraka, it is as it is being currently upgraded and presented to you. Shinaraka hinaraka, this activation comes through in light language, Nahaka akai, in numbers, Nahaka hakai, from the divine verse, Nahaka akai inaraka, through the cosmic Shinaraka high coherency consciousness stargate. Ina akai, ina arkai, ina akai ka akai, 2, 9, 1, 7, Naikina hakai, 6, Nahaka akai, crystal clarity, 1, 5, 9, 7, 6, 9, 2, 1, akai ni ikana harakai, activating the DNA, Nahaka shinaraka ki akai, inaraka ka ki akai, kinaraka kai, 1, 5, 2, 1, 7, 6, 9, 5, 1, 5, 2. Ashana akai inaraka kaye. We invite you to sit in a place of stillness, to allow yourself now, Nahaka akai, inahakai, with Nahakai, the pulse of the universe, akai ahakai, the divine verse, to sit with yourself and allow yourself the gift of crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission in this now moment, through all time, spaces, and realities in which you reside, in whatever way is most optimal for you. This may come as a blinding vision, an inkling, a next step, or a gentle nudge, like a faint bell ringing within your beingness. We move into silence for a minute to allow this to become full and clear for you. Hakai. You may like to take some notes. You may like to bask in these energies for a little longer. Shinaraki narakakaye. Ina akai, ina akaka arakakaye. We invite you, Nahaka aka akai, to remain present with yourself and that which has become crystal clear for you. And as you remain with yourself and your own crystal clarity, your own inner vision, your own inner knowing, your own truth, your own divine stillness, Shinarakai inarakakaye, we're also inviting you to return back up the gentle path. And as you walk back up the path, again notice the path, the flowers that spring around the path, around your feet, the feel of the air, the sun on your back, on your face, the gentle wind that blows as you walk slowly and firmly and gently back up the path, back into your current environment where it is that you are sitting, lying or standing, back present into this now moment in this masterclass, Shinarakai Inarakai, we welcome you back with all that you have brought forward from this experience. Shinarakai Ki Akane, Akane Kaye, Kayene. And there is a stargate forming for each of you. And it is forming on the multidimensional planes to hold you in this state of crystal clarity. And the stargate will stay open and present with you for the next 24 hours, bringing through codes of integration and love and light for who it is that you are. Nahakai shahakai nahakai nekiai. Hina akai ina raka kiai.
And as this integration is unfolding and you're unpacking your crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission, you may also have a sense of alignment or a sense of like a zipper that has different teeth on it when the zipper's open, of the zipper zipping up, that there's a coming together of the dimensions of your mission, just like a diamond is multifaceted and the crystalline consciousness of the white diamond is stepped forward as a way to polish, if you will, this incarnation, the one that you're experiencing on Earth, to be an even more clear emanation to the other aspects of you that reside multi-dimensionally. So you may have a sense of things clicking into place, or a sense of a grounding, or like a snow globe that may have had a lot of activity, that the stillness as well is that sense of a settling, in a beautiful sense of the word. If there's been any kind of tension around your mission, that this activation's really provided a sense of this deep stillness, so that this incarnation is also very much buoyed by and communicating and aligned with your multidimensional mission. Now we know that this is a first step, and a very potent first step in having crystal clarity on your multidimensional mission and radiating that mission even more. And if you are feeling called to go deeper with Stargates activation, to go deeper working with the New Earth modality that Catherine is a steward of and has brought forward, then we invite you to explore these two special opportunities to do so. This special offer A, which is a group activation of the higher consciousness coherency Stargate. So really activating that Stargate. And then there's also special offer B, which is a one-on-one opportunity to really activate a chamber of your heart, your divine mission, your your 5D and beyond divine service or contribution. And so, Stargates activation, is there anything more that you would share about this invitation to work more deeply in these special opportunities of A and B?
Yes, so Nahakai, the special offer A of activating the higher conscious coherency Stargate activation. This is Catherine and Stargate's coherency speaking, is to activate within you, me, the higher coherency consciousness Stargate, to activate this Stargate within your system. So this Stargate is a sacred architecture. It is a Stargate, and the group activation will activate this Stargate within you, so you have access to crystalline cosmic frequencies that run through the Stargate that are bespoke for you. So we have brought forward the crystalline consciousness white diamond. There are a multitude, an infinite number of cosmic crystalline colors that are available to you through this Stargate, through activating this Stargate within your system, that will become available to you to bring forward at any time, anywhere, any place, to nourish your system, to provide you with clarity, to provide you with bespoke energies that you may be requiring in each and every now moment. It is also the first step in upgrading and aligning yourself to the New Earth modalities and the New Earth paradigm energies. The second offering provides you with the activation of me, the higher coherency consciousness Stargate, and a one-on-one transmission to activate one of the chambers of the heart. So there is a heart chamber activation of 5-dimensional mission or contribution that brings you into the energetics of 5-dimensional service or mission, so that you are deeply nourished as you are living your life, as you are living your mission, whether that be through relationships, career. And so the activation will be of the white crystalline diamond light activated within the heart portal. Shinarakai, inarakai, inarakai, so that you are able to stand in a place of crystal clarity 100% of the time with your divine mission. Nahakai, shinarakakiai.
Yes, and we like to have the awareness that it's a little bit like, as there is this crystalline white energy and the Stargate of higher consciousness, coherence, and this crystalline consciousness Stargate throughout this masterclass, and also within the free gift that you have available, and within the group session, and within the one-on-one session, that at first glance it can look like, well, what's the difference, or what is happening in each of those. And that has been very intentionally curated so that you can go even more deeply into the facets. There's a lot of dimensions here for you. So it's like, if you like ice cream, let's say you like vanilla ice cream, that in this masterclass, you've had not only like one of those taster spoons, because it's been a pretty hearty transmission here, yet then maybe you want a scoop, and maybe you want a double scoop, or maybe you really enjoy broccoli and you would like a trio of broccoli, that you have broccoli soup and you have a broccoli entree, and you have, there's this sense of the facets of it. So as you're looking at these offerings, these special opportunities to continue to go deeper into this new earth modality body of work, we're inviting you to really ask your system, and the part of your system that knows, okay, what I'm desiring and requiring, what's going to nourish me is this masterclass, and that period, like that's really what's aligned for me. What's going to nourish and really contribute to me being on my, and by me we mean you, multidimensional mission even more, is this group experience, and having a sense that that is going to connect to more dimensions of you that are residing off planet. And or that you say, you notice your system goes, okay, I'm really desiring to go even deeper, and recognizing that that opportunity to have the one-on-one is a beautiful way to go. So we know that you know what's aligned for you, and it's simply going into the stillness and having crystal clarity. For this is a beautiful opportunity to not have the Earth Star lifetime being out of coherence with the other dimensions of you. And that can create some of what was being transmuted in this masterclass, of a feeling of not belonging on the earth, or feeling like you're all alone, or feeling like there's this disconnect where things don't quite seem to be lining up. And because we know that you're energy masters, you're energy sensitive, that you can recognize as well that one of the ways, if we look at, because Catherine in her body of work also has a lot of light language in it, that when we look at the languages of light, and one of the languages of light is also color, when we look at the other dimensions of you that are living your mission, your soul contract, they may not be speaking to you in English. And so that's also why we're bringing up the awareness of the crystal clarity and the brilliance of having, in a sense, crystals between your different multidimensional selves that create a stargate, which is this crystalline consciousness stargate, that then also communicate crystal to crystal, like two sides of a telephone, and also communicate, in addition to words, in color, or in frequency and vibration and templates and knowing, and a real solid foundation of your earth star experience with the higher dimensions. And so as we're wrapping up here in the next few minutes or so, we have a sense that it would be helpful, and it may be, Catherine, that you're stepping more in the forefront, to just talk about a little bit of some of either your experience or your client's experience of this journey to really being aligned on the multidimensional planes with the other aspects, because you also have this larger body of work that's galactic heritage and connecting to the wider galactic heritage. So how does that kind of look like on the earth plane? Like, what's your own journey been like, or what are some of the before and after that your clients have experienced, that some that are tuning in here right now go, oh yeah, I've had that as well.
Okay, so this is Catherine stepping forward with the Stargates present still. So what I have found is that for myself and my clients that for many of us, we have been on a mission to uplevel ourselves or discover who it is that we are. For me, it was like, who am I? Understanding myself, almost trying to heal myself on a constant basis, and being very present with that on the Earth star. So what, in essence, these stargates are bringing forward, they're bringing forward like a number of aspects. One of the essential aspects for me is that all is well. So we have within us everything that we require. And really, the stargates are simply tapping into that which already resides within and unlocking, unveiling. And in the unlocking, unveiling, it activates at the level of the DNA an ability to start to, or for me to, and for my clients to start to access deep reservoirs of wisdom within, as well as start to access the multidimensional planes. And so in accessing the multidimensional planes has provided for me and my clients is a sense that we can live on the Earth star without that kind of almost unending searching for ourselves, because in essence, that we're in the search for ourselves, we're searching for integration and searching for coherency between all of us, and that includes the divine within and the divine without. And so as we tap into those the multi-dimensions and the other dimensions in which we reside, it's almost like we find ourselves. So there is a sense of peace, a sense of coherency, a sense of accessibility to frequencies that weren't available before, and an up-leveling of our own light body or our own beingness to that of love, abundance, synchronicity. I mean, I could keep speaking, but as I'm still, I think the essential message is that life just starts to light up. It starts to become ease-filled, and really yeah, I mean, synchronicity is just a way of being. It's not something that is unusual. It's not like I've just had a synchronistic moment. It's like, oh yeah, okay, yes, that's now come forward, and that's come forward. So we're just being with the beingness of who we are, and being with life, and able to know that we belong here, because we do, and that we also belong and are residing in many, many, many dimensions, and able to access those dimensions and frequencies. So we can be fully who we are in a very grounded and nourishing way.
Yeah. And as we're wrapping up here, any last words or final message or biggest takeaway or underscoring of what's already been shared? And we're also inviting each of you to really integrate or reclaim what's assisted you the most from this masterclass, what your gem or jewel or diamond is from it. And then Stargates activation, Catherine, any words that you would share to wrap this up, to inspire, to anchor in what's been broadcasted?
Hinarakai, so we would anchor in your own divine knowing, your own crystal clarity on your next right step, and to tune in deeply to you, who you are, and what it is that you most require to nourish and up-level your system, and to integrate all the energies that have stepped forward for you today. and much blessings and love. Nahaka akai inaraka kaye. And araha.
Thank you. And your 24-hour Stargate will naturally complete and is available for you to pick up off the altar to also assist in integrating these powerful energies from this masterclass, and if you've been joining us for others as well. So we are extending much love and appreciation to you for being a New Earth steward, for joining us here in this Stargate. And thank you, Catherine and Stargate's activation, for this beautiful transmission, extending also love and appreciation to Danielle and New Earth One Network as well for partnering with us for this extraordinary event. All is light and love, and we are all.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Visit newearth1.com.